So, I'm back at it again, making some gimmicky decks here. I'm not really sure if this would work out super well, but I've made a list anyway. So, the first thing we're going to be going over here is we have Aloof Lupine, and Aloof Lupine says that it will banish a monster from your hand and then one from your deck with the same type as that monster. And the majority of the targets that we're going to be going for are Thunder. So if we have a Spright in hand, we can actually banish a Spright still for a Thunder Dragon. Which is good and all, but you could just be playing Thunder Dragons and just banish a Thunder Dragon, which probably has an effect when it's banished, and then banish another one. Well, either way, that's ideally what would happen regardless. And then to activate our Spright effects here, we can simply just normal summon them, and then go for Spright Elf, and then special summon back the Spright we link off for Elf, which is perfectly fine. And I'm thinking we could potentially make use of Cross Sheep as well. Uncertain, but Cross Sheep has to go into the EMZ to like really get usage out of, so maybe we will end up cutting that and Ready Fusion, I guess. But I mean, I haven't tested the list. As you can see, I'm still missing some cards here and there. Both Spright Elf and Cross Sheep are best when they're in the EMZ. I mean, I guess Spright Elf just doesn't give protection if it's not in the EMZ, but that's just a little inefficient. But if Cross Sheep can really pop off in the list, that does make a bit of a difference. So I guess in the case where you have three bodies, like let's say we have Spright Blue, let's say we have Spright Red, and we have Spright Jet on field, which is fairly reasonable. We can link off two of them for Cross Sheep, and then we can, assuming we activated a Thunder effect in hand this turn, then we can go into Colossus, and then summon Colossus into a Cross Sheep zone, and then that allows us to special summon back one of our Sprites, I guess, right? And then we still have the option to go into Elf to summon back another one, I guess, but that might not be efficient, I guess. So maybe we can cut out Cross Sheep, honestly. Not 100% certain yet. Nothing set in stone. But Gold Sark is pretty good here as well. It'll just... This is like a one-card combo, I think, right? You banish Thunder Dragon Dark, probably, I'm guessing. And then they'll allow you to add a Thunder Dragon card. And then you can probably go off from there. I guess it depends what's in your hand. I guess it might not be a good one-card combo, though. Well, whatever. So let's see, with a hand like this, we can normal summon a Lupine, banish the Dragon Matrix, and then add another Thunder Dragon Matrix, and that's pretty interesting, I guess. Speaking of which, Thunder Dragon Matrix targets a Thunder monster, so you could target your Sprites as well. The synergy isn't, like, completely there, but it's existent enough that this is probably playable. It would help if I could lab this out, but not really doable in Master Duel here. We can just banish Jet here, actually, and that's perfectly fine, yeah. So, our best starters are clearly Aloof Lupine and Spright Starter, so we have about 4 really good starters, so that looks pretty playable just off of that. And to get the Sprites going, we realistically only need like one Spright in hand and then any normal summon. Well, not any normal summon, any other monster, because the Spright will be our normal summon probably. In case something weird happens, like if we have to 1-for-1 something out of our hand and then summon a Spright. And then we can just link off for Spright Elf, summon it back to trigger the effect, which is perfectly fine. We're not going for efficiency here, necessarily, but What's interesting is we can summon Colossus using any of the sprites here, and we can also use, I guess, the Kaminari attack to make a Titan. Sometimes it depends on the exact hand, so I'm not sure if it's worth it or not yet. But in theory, what we can do is we can use Ready Fusion here, and then we can activate a Thunder Dragon effect in hand. Actually, we don't need to. So we just need, let's say we have Thunder Dragon Dark in hand, and Ready Fusion. We can Ready Fusion, summon Kaminari attack, and then we can special summon Thunder Dragon Titan by banishing a Thunder Dragon. Oh, no, any Thunder monster from hand and one Thunder Fusion monster you control. So this actually would allow us to banish a Spright as well from our hand, or a Thunder Dragon. It doesn't matter, it just has to be a Thunder. And then, yeah, we have a Thunder Dragon Titan. But to trigger Titan's effect, we would need to use a Thunder Monster's effect in hand. And this can miss timing, which is suckish. But what is funny is Pixies actually is a Thunder that can activate in hand. That's part of Spright. But this requires your battle phase, so... or battles going into battle step, whatever. So that's awkward. But at the very least, when Thunder Dragon Titan... Actually, can Thunder Dragon Titan activate? There. I'm not sure. It says when. I don't know how when works with this stuff. I'm leaning towards... the more I think about it, the less it makes sense. Maybe, I guess. Maybe Thunder Dragon Titan can activate in the damage step? Wait, even during the damage step. Alright, because Thunder Dragon Matrix activates in damage step as well, so if it didn't activate then it would be really bad. Yeah, it can activate. Alright. I'm lost no longer. Alright, let's see. So I guess the big issue is you just really want to get your Thunder Dragon Matrix and your Dragon Darks to the hand with the Titan on field, and there's no super easy way to go about that, I don't think. But Thunder Dragon Fusion can set you up pretty fast, so by the third turn, or like third or fourth turn, you should be able to do some cycling pretty hard. Let's see. Thunder Dragon +1 Thunder Monster. So yeah, with Thunder Dragon Fusion, you can probably cycle these pretty well. Your copies of Gigantic Spright and your copies of Spright Elf, you can actually recycle them back to the extra deck with Thunder Dragon Fusion. It's a little convoluted, but I guess it's technically possible. But there aren't many good Thunder targets for Fusion, which is awkward, I guess. So, let's see, Thunder. So these are all the Thunder monsters. Just for the fact that they have Colossus and Titan, Thunder Fusion monsters aren't the worst, and I guess there's also Battle Butler, which we won't really be able to go into here. But just to show you guys, these are the zombie fusion monsters. We have Theseus, pretty much a vanilla. Reaper on the Nightmare. This card is not destroyed as a result of battle. Destroy this card when it is targeted by the effect of a spell trap or effect monster. This card can attack your opponent's life points directly, even if there's a monster on your opponent's side of the field. If this card successfully attacks your opponent's life points directly, your opponent discards one card randomly from his/her hand. Can you tell how old this card is by the card text? Like, I mean, yeah. Great. And then this is a vanilla, that's a vanilla, that's a vanilla, that's a vanilla, and then we have Eldblick, the Mad Golden Lord. I mean, we won't go over the effect, but basically there's two effect monsters, and this effect's trash, so this is the only, like, semi-decent zombie fusion monster. And the summon condition for this actually just sucks, though. one Eldlik monster and then a level 5 or higher zombie monster, so you have to play the Golden Lord, because that's like the only Eldlik monster that you can use to summon this pretty much. And if you've noticed right here, it says one Eldlik monster. There's no like monster named Eldlik, right? And this is actually important because of like fusion conscription, I believe that's what the card was called. That yeah, you can't summon Eldlik the Golden Lord off of that because Eldlik the Golden Lord is not named for Eldlik the Mad Golden Lord here. So because of that, you also can't use like some cards that substitute for the material, I believe, for this, which is like awkward, I guess. So I guess this might not function the best, but theoretically this works, I guess. If Thunder, no wait, if Spright actually weren't inherent summons though, this would actually be completely insane. Can you imagine how many times Thunder Dragon Titan activates? Well, we can only dream. But I guess we can also throw in a instant fusion as well. And now that I think about it, if we... Oh, I'm being kind of dumb. I'm being a little short-sighted with the Ready Fusion. Actually, though, this list can improve a lot if we just go Fusion, and then we go look for a level 2 Fusion monster. We can get All Vein here. We can get Hugin, I guess. We really cared. Wait, let's see if Time Magic Hammer does anything. Must be special summoned with the Claw of Hermes. Alright, not summonable. So, your two options are All Vein or Hugin. Hugin giving protection probably makes it favorable for in comparison to All Vein, except All Vein's also a tuner. And you can summon it off of Ready Fusion as well. So I guess we should find room to fit in All Vein. Like, I guess. And I guess this is a roundabout way of doing stuff, but we can banish the Thunder Dragons in our graveyard if we trigger Thunder Dragon Titan. Titan can target itself and then protect itself to banish 2 cards from our own graveyard. So this list at least should, at the very least, be playable. The endboard strength might be a little bit questionable, but yeah. Like, this hand is a complete break, but at least you open Gamma and Ash Blossom. So these 2 hand traps here would decimate most lists. Alright. Instant Fusion, Ready Fusion, Thunder Dragon Hawk, Thunder Dragon Roar. So what happens if you banish this? Special summon a Thunder Dragon monster from your deck. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I guess banishing Thunder Dragon Roar might be better than doing Dark, and then you just have Dark leave the field, maybe? To add, like, Thunder Dragon Fusion, I guess. And then you can go, like, Titan or Colossus. So, I mean, this is just probably an okay list. It's probably not super crazy, but definitely playable, I guess. Yep. Well, I don't have too much else to say here, so I'll see you guys in the next video, and I don't know. Well, bye.